the doctor just handed me this baby, so I'm gonna bring him over here and I'm gonna position him to facilitate drainage. I'm gonna turn his head. This prevents hypoxia. I'm gonna get my ball syringe out. I'm gonna suction his mouth first and then his each nostril. I'm gonna go ahead and dry him off and start to stimulate him for cries. Make sure he cries. So I dry him off. He's crying, it's good. So as I do my assessment, I'm gonna go ahead and put his hat on him to keep him warm, and I'm gonna place him underneath the warmer. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and do his 1 minute and 5 minute Apgar scoring. So the first thing I'm gonna do is listen to his heart rate. While I listen to his heart rate, I'm gonna watch his respiratory effort. Okay. So now I'm going to assess his muscle tone. So I'm gonna pick him up and see if his head lags. Assess his muscle tones. Then I'm gonna assess his reflex irritability. See if he jerks back or anything like that. I'm gonna tap him on the foot, make sure he jerks or anything. And then I'm going to assess his skin tone and make sure it's good, the color and stuff like that. So muscle tone, color, reflex irritability, things like that. So after I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and assess his umbilical cord and make sure there's no bleeding around it and that there's 3 vessels, artery, vein, artery, and there is, so he's good. And then I'm gonna go do his vital signs. I'm gonna put the temperature probe underneath his armpit. Then I'll use the right side blood pressure cuff to take it. Then I'll check his brachial and his femoral artery or pulses. And then I would check his reflexes. So I'm just gonna make sure like he's squeezing my hands and check his sucking reflex. I'll stick my finger in his mouth, see if he sucks. And then I would go back up to the top of his head. And I'm gonna assess for any lanugo or molding. So he's good there. I'm gonna set him up and check his fontanelles, make sure they're flat. And I'm gonna assess for any head, face, extremities, skin, fingers, and toes abnormalities. And for his vital signs, I would also check his respirations. And so for vital signs, respirations, blood pressure, all that good stuff, reflexes, I'll do all that. So I've done all that. Check for abnormalities. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the band on him, the identity band on his, and then I'll give one to his mom and his dad. They can have them too. And then I would do his finger or footprints before leaving the unit, before leaving his mom. So now that he's left his mom, I'm gonna pick him up and zero my scale out. And I'm gonna set him back down to weigh him. And I'm just gonna stay with him for safety, and I can weigh him in pounds to ounces or kilograms to grams. So now that he's weighed, we can go ahead and measure him. Measuring him from the top of his head to his heels. So 19 inches. And then for his head circumference, to around the brow, 36 centimeters. And then we'll do his chest. Raise him up. And I'll do that on the nipple line. So, not on the nipple line. That'll be 32 centimeters. vitamin K shot. I'm gonna take an alcohol swab and wipe it and give it to him. Then wipe it again. And I would never recut this needle. It would go straight into the sharps, and this would go into the trash. And then I would go ahead and get a moist cotton ball and just cleanse his eyelids and get my anaphylaxis. And then I would turn his head a little bit this way. Then we'll put this in the lower conjunctiva of each eye and turn his head back. I can go ahead and swaddle him. Make sure he's comfy and warm. Make sure his warmer's on. Go ahead and take my clothes off. Make sure his bed is locked. Report, and wash